This is going to be your guide for how to get 15 trophies in the Balatro tutorial. This is not really going to help you get the platinum. This is just going to help you get 15 trophies. Some of them are really easy. Some of them are more difficult. If you have never played this game before, you are just going to want to watch this video and do exactly what I'm doing. If you have played the game and you're pretty familiar and maybe you're going for the platinum a second time, you can kind of just watch this and get the basics. I'm going to go through, kind of explain what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. Very first thing I do is set the game speed to 4 times, and I'm going to turn on high contrast card mode right here. But this is just the tutorial seed. Normally in the tutorial you can only play it once. So if you've played this game before, you're going to have to back up your save data and then delete it, and then restart the game from scratch. Or you're going to have never played the game before. So what I did, I just played a random throwaway hand, and then I'm going to discard 3 hands here. What I'm looking for is the royal flush of clubs. So I just want the ace, king, queen, jack, and 10 of clubs. And I get it right here and I play it, and this is going to get our first trophy, which is the Royale trophy. So that's one of the 15. This is about 50 minutes it takes me to go through here. So I'm going to buy this Jumbo Joker, which gives me +4 molt, and the Empress Temperate tarot card, which the tutorial kind of forces you to do, which is fine because the Joker here is just going to help us get through the first couple antes, and we're going to have to go through and get every temperance or tarot card anyway, and so this is fine. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to make the 2 jacks, hit them with the Empress just to get some extra molt, and just play a 2 pair here just to get to the boss blind here. So this is just an experiment I was kind of trying to do, and like I said, this isn't really going to help you if your plan is to get the platinum trophy here. But let's say you've already played the game and you're like, oh man, like this isn't really for me, but you would just want to get like as many trophies as possible. You could go ahead and delete your save data and just copy exactly what I'm doing here, and you can get about half the trophy list done in under an hour. And that's pretty much all this is good for. As far as I can tell, the tutorial is the same every time, except for that skip tag right there, which if you saw, it said if you skip, you upgrade your 2 pair. Whatever hand it gives you is going to be different every time. First time I tried that, it was pairs. I've seen 4 of a kind there. Right here we're going to buy the Bean Joker. This is going to give us extra hand size, and this is just going to give us some more options going forward. So what I end up doing here is in the kind of beginning of the run, I kind of start going for a full house build. I don't know if I commit to it quite yet in the run, but that's kind of where we're going. And then eventually I'll kind of transition to a pair kind of build. So right here I'm just trying to kind of get through the first couple antes. So I play this kind of 4 of a kind to get half my score. And then we're going to play a full house right here just to finish off the big blind here. Yeah. So the very first time I platinum Balatro took me about 250 hours, and then the second time it took me about 175 hours. And this game takes a long time to do, just because for C++ you have to beat gold stake on every deck and then with every joker. So right here we're just going to add some aces to our deck. We want 80 cards in our deck, and so whenever we can add cards to our deck, we're going to kind of try to do that. What we also have to do for this challenge here, we have to not re-roll the shop at all. We have to save up $400, and there's kind of a bunch of other things we have to do as well. We have to find every planet card, we have to find every tarot card, and so there's kind of a lot going on in the background that we're working towards. Right now I'm just going to play a flush just to kind of get through here. Right now we have blue joker and we have Jimbo, so that gives us a decent amount of chips and molt, and will kind of just carry us through kind of the first half of the game here. I pick up DNA, which is going to be super important. And first right here I grab the medium, which I put on the king. This is like the most crucial part of the run because that's going to help us get a lot of tarot cards. The 6 cents Joker I pick up right here, I end up not using at all. You know, in the tutorial, as far as I can tell, you cannot find a soul card, which means you cannot find all of the Spectra cards. There is a black hole card you can find here, and the 6 cents can give you everything except for soul and black hole. So if anyone knows in the tutorial if there's a spot where you can get the soul card, please let me know, comment down below. Also in the comments or the description, I'm gonna put like every trophy that you can unlock. I just don't really want to go through all of them right here up front. But anyway, because you can't find 6 cents, there's like no way to find all the Spectra cards in the tutorial. And so I don't end up using the 6 cents here just because there's no soul card. But if there is a soul card, I'll redo the run and I'll incorporate the 6 cents here in able to find all the Spectral cards and find a legendary Joker. So kind of the strategy right here, we're going to start using the DNA to copy the purple Seal Kings here, just so that we can get an abundance of tarot cards. This is going to help a lot with deck fixing and money and that kind of thing. And eventually too, we're going to make some glass cards and some steel cards, and then that's going to be a lot of our scoring. So right here, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just kind of thinking about what I want to do. There's a few times in this run where it gets really close. But again, if you just copy exactly what I'm doing, you should very easily be able to get this. You're probably going to want to put the video on like 0.5 speed and just mute it and just copy beat for beat what I'm doing. What we want to do right here is I'm going to sell Beam because it's only giving us +1 hand size at this point, and we're going to pick up this Hallucination because it's guaranteed to give us a Temperance. And so then we can use this Temperance here and then use the Hermit. And actually first we're going to use the Chariot because I think there's like a Fool maybe in the other pack that we want to use to get another Hermit. I don't remember for sure. I've kind of played through this tutorial seed a few times here. Not extensively, and by no means is this, yeah, you see there's not a Fool here, so we're just going to use another Chariot. This run is full of mistakes and stuff, but I still was able to get 15 trophies, and as far as I can tell, that is like the maximum that you can get in this seed. I don't think that you can get more than 15 trophies on this seed in the first playthrough where you're actually able to unlock them. So right here we're just going to copy. Our game plan is just to make as many purple seal cards as possible here, and that's really what we want to do. So we got some strength, some Empress, and let's see what happens here. We're just gonna make another king and use the Empress here, and then play a full house. Alright, and so right now we're already into Ante 4. We're going to pick up Paintbrush, which is going to give us an extra hand size here, so now we're able to see 9 cards instead of 8. And we're playing a lot of steel cards, so this is going to be super helpful. Also, it just helps with our draw in our discard here, because we're going to be able to find the steel purple kings a lot more often and be able to make copies of them with our DNA. So right now we're up to 57 cards. Our ultimate goal, we need at least 80 here to get the Big Hands trophy. So we're going to play another full house here. We're going to almost get to our score, so I think I end up just playing a pair here, just to get us to the next round here. And we're holding on to the Fool. We get a Hermit here, and then we're going to use the Fool on that, again, just to get some more money, I'm pretty sure. I have a pretty good Joker lineup here for the early game. What we're waiting for is there's a holographic Joker, and that Joker is going to give us times mult every time we add a card to our deck, and because we have DNA, we can add at least 1 card to our deck every time. So we make some more Steel Kings here. I guess I didn't use that on the Hermit. And we're just going to discard these purple seals to get as many tarot cards as we possibly can. So I'm going to make a glass card here. One of the trophies we're going after is to break 2 glass cards at the same time. And glass cards, they have a 1 in 4 chance of breaking. And so we just want to kind of make as many as we can and then play as many as we can and hope they break. So that's kind of what I'm doing right here, is making steel kings, making glass kings. I don't know if it's happened already, but I think there's a boss blind that disables diamonds, and that happens fairly early on in this blind. I think we already missed it. And so a lot of my kings are the diamond kings, because I know I'm not going to have to worry about that later on. And I think the plant is another boss blind that comes along that disables face cards. That does not show up early on in this blind at all. I think during this playthrough I make it to maybe Ante 10 or 11 or something, and I don't run into it, and we're able to get all the trophies we need. So we're able to just play as many face cards as we want. Really, we're just focusing on making as many gold cards just to make money, because we're going to need $400. We want to make steel cards for score and glass cards for score, as well as the Shatter Trophy. So I realize I'm not using the Sixth Sense at all for this playthrough, so I pick up that hologram, which is going to give us, times molt for every time. And I'm going to use the Hangman here, which is a little risky because that deletes cards from our deck, but I want to be able to draw the kings more consistently. Right here, I upgrade the pair, just to try to, right now I'm focusing mostly on full house and pair. It's kind of good to have 2 different hands that you're working on at the same time. And then in the meantime, I'm trying to buy up as many of the other plant cards as I can, because eventually I need to buy all of them. Now that includes getting the planets for the 5 of a kind, flush 5, and flush house. And so I'm going to need to play those hands before those planets will show up. So sometime soon I'm going to make sure to play all of those hands so that those planets show up later on in the shop. So right here the clubs are getting debuffed. I'm just, let's see what I do here, just discarding, trying to find a good hand to play. I think I end up playing this full house of 10s and aces maybe. And using the magician, trying to get some extra molt or extra money here. And yeah, looks like I get neither. About halfway. This might be there's one boss blind where I almost die. I'm a few points away from dying, but I'm able to squeeze by. So this might be the one here. Just kind of trying to decide how I want to play this here. Let's see. So this is probably one of my, at least of recent games, one of my favorite games. Besides this, after I platinumed this, I went ahead and played Slay the Spire, which I thought was great, and I'm just waiting for the second one to come to console so I can play that, but super excited for that. And Blueprints as well. I played, it's surprisingly kind of similar to a deck builder. When that game was great. Yeah, so right here I get pretty close to dying, but end up making it. And I buy a Hangman here, and right here buy another pair. Let's see, I'm gonna pick up the rocket ship here, just to try to make some money. So I think I end up selling Hallucination, picking that up just to try to make it easier to get to 400. And fortunately we get the foil there on the blue joker, so that's just some extra scoring that we get. Into this next blind here, I'm just gonna want to copy that king, and then discard as many purple seals as we can to get some more tarot cards. I'm pretty sure when you discard it you can only get ones that you've previously bought from the shop. And so you can't really discover new tarot cards from purple seals. So as far as the tarot cards go, I'm going to have to try to discover all of them from the shop. But just able to make some steel foil aces here, play a full house. And let's see, this is more than enough to clear the blind. And that gives us the 10K trophy. which is a score of over 10,000 points. It unlocks the oops all sixes joker right there. We're gonna buy the devil card here to try to make some more money. We're gonna go in here and use the temperance, I believe, to get some more money. Let's see what I end up doing here. Use the gold on the ace, delete some more cards, which is kind of a risky play. I think at the end I end up barely just getting to 80 cards, but it's all good. It's all about trying to get a consistent draw. Buying the flush here because I haven't discovered that planet yet, and buying Uranus because I haven't discovered that yet either. So moving on into the big blind here, we're going to copy the king, the steel king with the purple seal. We want as many of those as we can possibly get, and then just discarding it to discover some more or get as many tarot cards as we possibly can. So I'm just checking right here to see I have 15 out of 22 tarot cards discovered so far. So I think you don't have to use them, you just have to maybe buy them for it to count. And so I have the judgment one there. I don't end up using it because I'm pretty happy with my joker lineup currently. So just going to play this full house of jacks and twos. And that pushes us over the line of where we need to go. We have $117. Once again, we can't do any re-rolling until we clear Ante 8. But for now, we're just going to open up as many packs as we can. Have some stuff in here we haven't discovered yet, but let's see. We're just kind of trying to see. We already have 13 kings right now, so that's really good, but we're going to make some more I guess we grab the temperance there, and we pick up another Mercury card for pairs. If you're not super familiar with this game, pairs are kind of the meta right now. We're kind of the most easiest, most consistent hands to play. So, in the boss blind, it can be a little bit risky to use the DNA. You're basically throwing away a hand to copy a card, but we want to copy as many cards as we can, especially since we're using Hangman pretty often to delete the cards we don't need. So, we're just going to go ahead here, get some more tarot cards. I think I end up just selling these two because I don't need them. I don't need either of them. And then just discarding, just checking out the deck, seeing what's going on. And then right here, I'm going to end up playing the 5 of a kind to unlock the planet card I need. So this is going to get one of the hidden planet cards, and once I play this hand, that planet is going to start showing up in the run. So I don't remember if that, I think that one's planet X, but there's 3 hidden planets that will only show up. So right here, we're going to buy this baseball card joker. I end up selling Jimbo, which is just +4 molt, and then this baseball card is going to give us times 0.25 molt for each uncommon card I have. And I buy the hieroglyph, and that removes 1 hand size, but it pushes us back in ante, so that gives us more time. And then, we're just trying to get as much value as we possibly can out of the shop here, just buying as many planet cards as we haven't, bought yet, trying to get all of them in one run here. So we're replaying the 5th ante right here. And we're just kind of, continuing to do the same thing this whole run, just like discarding for the steel kings. I think right here I'm trying to see if I can play a flush house with the diamond aces and kings, but I don't know if I'm able to find it, so I'm kind of wasting the opportunity to discard some purple seal kings here, but it is what it is. I end up copying the glass card here just to try to make as many glass kings as I can, so that later on we can play a bunch of glass kings at once, 4 or 5, and then hope that 2 of them break to get the shattered trophy. Play the full house there. More than enough points to get us to the next round. With the DNA, having the hieroglyph, this is really risky or kind of dangerous because the first hand you play is just, getting thrown away to copy a card, and then you only have 2, hands left to be able to get what you need to get. Yeah. right here, making some more steel cards, making some more glass cards, and then I think I use the Emperor here just to try to see as many tarot cards as I possibly can. So this gets us World and Fool. Fool is like the best, or one of the best tarot cards in the game. So we make another Empress, or another Emperor, which gives us the Empress and the Devil. And because we're able to see so many tarot cards, because we have all these purple seals, at a certain point they kind of get useless. But I mean, you're still seeing a lot of Hermits, which gives you, you know, 20 bucks. You're seeing a lot of Temperance, which at this point is giving us like 20 bucks because it gives us this sell value of our jokers. Gives us, you know, Justice and Fools and, you know, all good stuff, which is great. So let's see, we're gonna end up here. I think just discarding, trying to see what kind of kings we have in our deck, seeing what we want to copy. End up discarding this purple seal, but my consumable slots are full because I didn't use the Devil or the Justice, so it kind of wastes it there. So I end up making another glass ace, and we make a Devil, a gold 10 there, and then I make another glass king, once again just trying to make as many as possible. When we have so many cards in our deck, like right now we have 60 cards, it makes it hard to draw what we want to draw. Fortunately, we're on the red deck, so we start with 4 discards. We don't really have any throwaway hands because we're wasting our first hand on copying a card, and then we only have 2 cards left. I'm trying to see if I want to buy this To the Moon Joker here because this will help us get some money, but I'm kind of worried about my score. You know, I'm sure I could pick it up. I did do a run in here where I was trying this initially where I did pick it up and it was fine, but the setup was a little different. And then right here, I'm just going to pick up the black hole, which is going to just make all hands add an additional level, just help us, you know, out with score. So no matter what we play, we're doing good. I ultimately decide just to move on to the eye. And this is going to be totally fine here. So I end up using my magic card so that I can you know, discard both purple seals, and this gives us a High Priestess and a Strength, and just trying to find the right hand. So at no point in this run at this point am I really in danger of dying, but I'm just trying to set up as much as I possibly can to, you know, get the setups I want in order to get the trophies that I want. So I use Strength there to make some more kings, make another Jack, just discarding, getting some extra planet cards here, just using them. You know, sometimes it's good to hold on to them because if you have them in your consumable slot, then they won't show up in the shop or when you open up packs, where you could just sell them for the $1. But here, you know, it was a Mars for 4 of a kind and Earth for Full House, which are kind of hands that might be useful to play. And so right here, we're just going to play another Full House. And again, you know, more than enough points. We're scoring like double what we need, you know. And just moving on, we're going to buy these planet packs here, just trying to discover as many planets as we can. So we're going to buy the Mercury to level up our pair some more, and the Mars to just get some more points in 4 of a kind. And here we get the Planet X, which is for 5 of a kind. So that's one of the 3 we've discovered. Let's see. We have quite a few Glass Kings right here. And so I'm kind of trying to set up that Shattered Trophy. I don't think I do it quite yet, but kind of trying to discard and see if I can get it set up. So we get a Wheel of Fortune, which of course doesn't hit as always, in the Hermit, which just gives us 20 bucks. So right here, we're copying a glass card. And then, I think we play the 4 of a kind glass card. And let's see if we get it. Yeah, none of them break. But we did get the 1000K trophy for having 1,000,000 points. So that is all good. Right here, we get a pack of cards, nothing we wanted there. And we pick up a planet pack. We level up Earth again. Just trying to get as much power to full house. We have to get one of our hand sizes to level 10, and I think it ends up being full house. So just kind of working on that in the background. Making more steel kings. We're gonna discard, try to get some all glass kings in our hand. Try again for that shattered trophy here. Go ahead and use the Wheel of Fortune, which doesn't hit as always. And then we can just sell this because I don't really need it for anything. I end up getting a Hermit, so 20 bucks. That's gonna help us with the nest egg. And then once again, just discarding. We end up getting 4 glass cards again. So we're gonna copy 1. And then play the other 4. And hope that 2 of them break. And they do. And so that's gonna give us the shattered trophy there for breaking 2 glass cards in one hand. So we're gonna buy another card pack. We're gonna pick up the Polychrome King here, just to add a card to our deck. We're playing a lot of kings right now. We're gonna buy the Pluto card because we haven't done that yet. And then move into the boss blind here. Just gonna discard, I have a good idea that those are purple seal kings. And so we get some money, we get some more tarot cards. Just checking out here, like, it looks like we have about 3 tarot cards I haven't discovered yet, so just kind of seeing what I have and what I haven't found yet. The Lover card is what I was kind of looking at there, because that makes a wild card, and there's a trophy for, you know, getting a flush of wild cards. So we're going to start to set that up shortly here, but I was just, you know, seeing if we'd found that one yet, which we have not. So making some more purple seal kings, and then just discarding, getting some more tarot cards. The Wheel of Fortune doesn't hit, and we get some more money. We're at $250 out of the 400 we need, so well on our way to nest egg. End up playing a pair, which is going to push us over the edge into the next ante here. So we're in ante 7 of 8, so we are about to beat the tutorial here, but it won't let us keep going. We're just going to add some more cards to our deck here. So we're at about 64 out of 80. And we don't need that voucher for what I'm attempting here. Just making a copy of the king once again, and we almost hit the score, not quite, but just, you know, seeing what we can get here from the purple seals. Making more kings, and then making another glass card here. So this is just kind of all about managing all the different tarot cards, you know, so we're just going to make gold cards and steel cards where we can. That's all we really care about at this point. We don't really need glass cards because we already got that one. And then once we discover the Lovers, we're going to make some wild cards, which will, I think, be pretty soon. Oh, so I play the flush house here, all diamond flush, which is going to help us unlock one of the planets that we still need. So we haven't discovered the moon yet, so we're going to pick that up. We're just going to sell it. and I end up using the Hangman, which once again is kind of risky, but it ends up all working out at the end. And then we have all of these, so we're just going to continue to level up the full house. So at this point, I think I still just need to play the flush 5. And I think it's just going to be all diamond kings that I end up doing to unlock that card. So I think we're going to discard looking for that pretty soon. Maybe not right here, but soon enough in the next couple antes. And we're scoring super well. Don't have to worry about score at all for the moment. Buying star here, and then I think now at this point Lover is the last tarot card we need to discover. So we're buying another full house. We're close to getting it to 10. I think we're gonna just pick up 2 cards here, just to try to get us as close to 80 as we possibly can. And then we're gonna move into the boss blind here. So I end up using the star here on these, you know, debuffed kings. It doesn't do anything, but you know, whatever. We're gonna play the flush 5 right here. Just double checking to make sure I haven't done it yet. I see it's level 2, but that's because I used the black hole earlier. I haven't played it yet, and this is going to unlock the planet card that we need to finish it up. That's the, I think, final planet card we need to discover. So that's Ante upper for reaching Ante 8, and then we discovered the Lover card right there, and that's going to I think unlock the trophy, for discovering all of the tarot cards. But what we're going to need to do now is try to make as many wild cards as we possibly can. And for example, we can't make 9 or like 5 wild 9s or 5 wild 8s, because then that will be a flush 5, and it just needs to be a plain flush. So we need to make sure that we only have at maximum 3 of the same card, because if we have like 4 wild 8s and then a 5th other wild card, it's going to count as a 4 of a kind. So I make 1 wild card, and I'm going to need to make you know, 4 more so that we can get the trophy for getting a flush with wild cards. So we're just, you know, continuing to do all the same stuff we've done this entire run so far. So just kind of, you know, making a death card. We're gonna turn a queen into one of these steel kings. I'm sure we're gonna turn this jack into a steel card, just getting as many steel cards as we possibly can. We're gonna discard the purple seals to get more tarot cards. You know, this can get a little tedious at certain points. We get the flush 5 planet card right there, which is fortunate. So I think now the only one we need is the one for flush house. Then let's see right here. We're gonna copy the purple seal. And then discard, sell the moon, and then I'm sure we just play a pair here. Yeah, this will be way more than enough. Alright, and then we get the Retrograde trophy for getting a hand level up to level 10, so we got full houses to 10. We picked up a card there, getting our card count to 68. then we're just going to continue to use these tarot cards as much as we possibly can. I'm going to use this Emperor and then use the Fool to get another Emperor. I don't think I really get anything good out of this, but, you know, it is what it is. We get a Devil card at least, so able to get some more money. And here we go, we got 69 cards. Nice. We got more gold cards. It's really fun to do a gold card setup. You know, once you get a little bit further in the game, have all the jokers unlocked, you get a bunch of gold cards, you get the Midas mask, then you get golden ticket, you get like a seltzer or something. It goes crazy, you can make so much money. Right here, I'm just, you know, adding some cards to my deck, even though I don't really need or want these cards. I just want to try to get 80 cards. So just checking here, we just need the planet for Flush House. We're on the boss spline, the final boss of the tutorial here. And we're just going to go ahead and make some more tarot cards. We don't really need Tower anymore. You know, that Wheel of Fortune dopes us again. Get some strength, get some judgment. We don't need the judgment. We're going to use the strength. Get some more tarot cards that we don't need. And then make a copy of the wild card here. And then the boss blind disables the DNA, which we don't need anymore anyway. So that is fantastic. And we play a pair, and this is going to be great. So we beat the tutorial, we get the trophy for clearing Ante 8. And that's going to pop up in just a second here. There we go, heads up, and then we're also going to get, you get what you get for not re-rolling the shop at all. And I'm just checking here for the, you know, seeing that we still need one more planet card. Just looking at my stats, I was trying to see if you could see the trophies that you've unlocked in the menu, and as far as I can tell, you cannot. I'm buying the extra hand, so back up to 4 hands, because Hieroglyph took one away. Getting some tarot cards I do not need. Leveling up our pair, and heading into the next round. Getting a red seal gold card, which is always good to see. And then we're going to discard. We get a lover card, so we're going to make another wild card. We just want as many as we can have at our deck, because we need to draw 5 at the same time in order to get this this trophy that we need. We get lucky and get another lover card. So I'm going to turn one of these cards into a wild card. So we have, I think at this point, 5 wild cards in our deck, but now it's just all about trying to get all of them at the same time. Can make a copy of this one here too. You know, just because we have 73 cards in our deck right now, it's you need like quite a few wild cards in order to get them all at the same time. So I'm just checking right now to kind of see how many wild cards I have. This is the point in the game too where the scores are really going to start to amp up for what's required to beat the ante. I buy the Hermit here, which puts us at $409, so that's going to get us the Nest Egg trophy. And then I get the planet, the final planet I needed there, which is going to get us the Astronomy trophy here too. So now at this point, I think we just need 2 more, and that's going to be the Flush trophy for getting the wildcard Flush, and the, 100,000K trophy for like scoring 10 million points, or whatever it is, which we are going to start going after here. So right here, I'm going to try to draw, I think, all the wild cards at once. So right now I have 3. And I feel pretty good about that, so I'm just going to discard everything else. I use the death card, so we get 4 wild cards right here. So I just need to draw 1 more and able to play the flush right here with wild cards. So we're just going to play a throwaway hand and hope that we get one. That's what we're gonna do. Unfortunately, the pair we play here is not enough points. Right here I have to be a little bit careful, I think, to not play a pair. And so I just play high card to make sure that we do not surpass the points that we need. And I get lucky and draw a 5th wild card, so we're able to play a flush of wild cards and get the flushed trophy. And then just follow it up with a pair here. Now at this point, I think I have 14 out of the possible 15 trophies that I need, and so I'm just going to try to get now the high score trophy for scoring 100,000 points. And so, oh, and also the big hands trophy is the other one that we still need here. So I'm going to try to go for the high score here and end up failing, but it is what it is. We're going to end up getting it in a few more rounds here. So we got quite the big hand size here. Lots of steel cards, but it's not going to quite be enough to get the amount of points we need here, even still. So yeah, we end up only getting 8 million points. And I think we need 10 million. So we got pretty close, but not quite. And then just gonna buy some more cards. We're at 73 cards. We're just gonna get as many cards as we possibly can into our deck right here. It doesn't really matter at this point what they are. Gonna buy this voucher. Not super necessary. I think I don't even need it. We're in Ante 10 now, and I have a ton of money. So I'm just gonna, keep re-rolling the shop. See if there's anything good I can use. In the tutorial, there's like 40 trophies you don't have access to yet because you haven't unlocked them yet. I find the consolation Joker here, so I end up selling blue Joker, or no, I sell the rocket ship Joker. And then this one is going to add Molt every time we buy a planet card, so I'm just going to re-roll a bunch, buy a ton of planets, and just level that up a little bit here. It's not super necessary at this point, but I just want to try to get as much Molt as we possibly can to get this high score that we need. But at this point in the game, it's Ante 10. We need to be scaling way more. Like, Constellation is really good early game. At this point in the game, it's kind of too late for it. But we're still getting an extra ×2 on top of everything else, so we're doubling our score. So that's just kind of what I'm looking for. I'm trying to see here if I can get the high score with some glass cards and some steel cards, but it's still not going to be quite enough. So we're up to 77 cards, just need 3 more in order to get that Big Hands trophy. And in the meantime, we're just going to play a pair, clear the small blind, and move into the big blind. Just buying planets, buying cards, re-rolling, you know, just trying to get as much value out of each shop as we can at this point to increase our score. This card shark is one of my favorite jokers, and I consider it, but I think I decide against it because it's not really worth it at this point in the run. And finally, our Wheel of Fortune hits for a second time after we had, what, like 4 or 5 that didn't work. And then we have 4 glass cards right here, so I think I'm just going to try to see if I can get all steel cards. Play the glass cards. It's not going to work, so kind of just wasting time at this point. This run is not like optimized at all. Guy's kind of just flying by the seat of my pants, but you know, did okay. I feel like I think you know, I got the maximum amount of trophies I possibly could in the tutorial, unless someone could tell me where a soul card is. Okay, so we got 91. So I think we need 100 million for this trophy, I guess. Not 10 million. Ectoplasm and Immolate are both pretty good considering it, but we can't do it because Immolate's going to destroy 5 cards. Mime right here, this is what we really need. So we're going to sell the blue joker there, pick up the Mime. This is going to double trigger our steel cards, so totally worth it. So we move into the boss blind here. We don't get any discards. Just gonna play a pair to get it over with. Could have used the DNA here just to get us up to 80 cards, but you know, missed opportunity. Gonna pick up the Temperance. We're gonna buy Director's Cut for some reason. We're gonna pick up the final card that we need here, so we get the Big Hands trophy. We're gonna roll the shop a few times here, just see what we can find. And nothing good, so we go into the small blind here. Got a bunch of steel cards here. We're gonna play a pair of Glass Kings and see if this is enough. And it is still not quite enough. But I believe in this next shop here, we're able to find a bean. Yeah, and this is going to increase our hand size. And it'll be more than enough. So we get rid of the DNA, we don't need it anymore. We have the bean. This is going to let us get a high score that we need. We're just making more steel cards, going into the big blind here. And then I'm just gonna discard everything that isn't a steel king, pretty much, or a steel card. And then here we go. We have a hand of, you know, 13 of the 14 cards are steel cards. And we're going to play a pair with 14 steel cards in our hand. And they're all getting double triggered with the mime. So this is going to give us more than enough points. This gives us, what, 6 billion or something. And that gives us the final trophy that we needed. And so, yeah. That's how you get 15 trophies in the tutorial there. You know, I know that I'm kind of rambling on, and you know, this video is maybe not super helpful, but kind of just wanted to show off what you can do in the tutorial as far as trophies go. And hopefully you found this helpful or interesting in some way. And yeah. You know, I don't know if I have any more to add. I hope that I said everything that I wanted to say in this video. You know, if anyone thinks of anything else of how we could maybe unlock some more trophies in the tutorial, let me know. And if we do find anything, I'll try another run. But I kind of looked over the list and thought about it and kind of routed this out as best I could. And I don't think that there's like anything else that you can unlock in this tutorial besides what I've showcased in this run. So yeah, thank you everybody for watching. Hopefully this helped you out, and you know, if not, be sure to dislike the video, and have a good one. All right, guys.